Testing. Check 1, check 2. Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, folks. Welcome to the 54th annual Cutler Classic Finals. Joining you from beautiful New London High School, I am Teek Fenwick, host of the Wisconsin Wrestler Podcast. I'll be bringing you the action for the final round tonight. And boy, what a great day of wrestling it has been here in New London. Up here on the mat right now at 106 pounds. We have Wyatt Migulski, 28-1 sophomore of New London, taking on Landon Freeman, at 21-7 freshman out of Wisconsin Rapids. About 45 seconds into that match, and folks, could have an interesting team race situation on our hands as well. Top three teams coming into the final session. We have Random Lake third at 170, Coleman is second with 228.5, but they do have 7 finalists, and right now in first is Wisconsin Rapids, so pretty big chance here for the freshman Red Raider to give his team an even more commanding lead. Coleman would need a few things to go in their favor, of course, and nice shot there by Migulski. Able to get the back door, and that is a takedown. 34 seconds left in the first period. Migulski last year was a sectional qualifier in that tough Northeast sectional in Division II. Coming into this year, he is currently ranked number 2 in Division II. Freeman right now is ranked 10th in Division I. As Freeman goes for a stand up there. Thought we might have seen a locked hands call for a second. Freeman grabbing that wrist, looking to work up. Don't think he'll have enough time to work with here. We'll head into the second period. Migulski up 2-0. All right, and it looks like Migulski did defer. So it will be Freeman's choice heading into the second. He will choose down. Look to chip away at this lead right now. So Migulski, like I said, 28-1 on the year. His only loss coming at the Oshkosh On the Water Classic. Pretty big holiday tournament that came to Tristan Ellerman of Hortonville. Still ended up taking third. Otherwise, he has first place finishes at the Shawano Holiday Classic, Nina Varsity Invite, and the Tom McGarvey Early Bird Scramble. Freeman coming into this 21-7 on his freshman campaign. Right now, Freeman having a hard time trying to create some space here. Migulski does have that arm trapped. Now he's going to look to work a bar, trying to find that right wrist there of Freeman. You might see a reverse armbar here. Migulski might push on the head. Try to spin around the other way. Not something we see often from that position. And it looks like Freeman will get a point. Officials saying that it looks like Migulski just being a little aggressive on the face there. So now 2-1. 1 minute left here, but Freeman so far having a hard time just getting anything going on bottom at the moment. Migulski still working that bar, had a tight waist as well. Again, looking to work a bar in half. You can tell he was a little hesitant to work on the head there. Didn't want to give up another point there. Looks like we do have a stall call on Freeman. Official indicating that he wants to see a little more action here. Remember, that first stall call is a warning for those of you a little newer to wrestling. And big step there with the arm bar. Thought they might have called potentially dangerous there for a second. It looks like we'll head into the third period. Migulski up 2-1 on Freeman. Remember, will be Migulski's choice in the third. And he will choose down. So it'll be interesting to see what Freeman and the Rapids coaches decide here. When you're down one at the start of the third and you start on top, you know, you can either work for a tilt, work for a pin. Otherwise, you see a lot of people make the decision, oh, maybe just let that bottom wrestler up. You do go down two, but then you need a takedown to tie things up. Big pin from Coleman over on mat number 1. That action is off screen. That was a Connor Markowitz picking up some extra bonus points for his team. Like I said, Coleman starting off this round, 24 points behind Rapids. Migulski, nice job at working up. And the new London coach is urging for the official to give 2 there for reversal. But they will award a loss of control, so now 3-1. And that would have been huge there. We saw Migulski just go to work on top in that second period. Said we'll start back on their feet. So now Freeman obviously going to be looking for a takedown to knot things up here. Got 1 minute left in our first championship match of the evening. And nice job by the sophomore out of New London, just staying heavy on the hands there. Give credit to both of these two, keeping the action in the middle of the mat right now. 40 seconds left. Don't know if it'll come into play at this point, but remember, Freeman does have a warning against him for stalling. Migulski getting into that 2-on-1 situation there. Freeman in on a shot, but great sprawl by Migulski. Looking to get a go behind here. Does have that leg, so this would definitely put the match out of reach. But right now, Migulski taking his time in this front head position. And it looks like Wyatt Migulski of New London will hold on. Getting a win in the championship in front of the home crowd here. And I know you can kind of see it, folks, but pretty packed house here at New London. It's been a lot of good wrestling today. I think it looks like the third and fifth place matches are finished up. So they are going to jump right into 113. I believe they're waiting to start every match. Or they're waiting to start the next weight class once all the matches from the previous weight class are finished. And we'll set the scene here for 113. So we're about to start here in our second finals match of the evening. In the green singlet, they'll be rocking the green ankle band as well. We have Coleman Jr., Ray Lemieux. He'll be taking on Micah Beckett, 24-3 freshman from De Pere. Coming into this, Lemieux ranked 3rd in Division III. Beckett ranked 3rd in Division I at 106. So bumping up a weight class today. Lemieux looking to get deep into that underhook. Nice shot there by Beckett. Lemieux looking at, did have that overhook, was going to look for that Kelly dump there, but still in it deep on the legs. Beckett holding in strong with that tight waist. Have to wonder if Lemieux was going to put him in danger, but hey, stall call, or not stall call there, sorry about that, folks. Stalemate call there by the official, so we'll reset in the middle, both wrestlers on their feet. 1:10 left here in the first period. Lemieux just keeping that constant pressure there. We'll reset Both wrestlers do go out of bounds. It's like over on mat number 1, that third place match. That's Armagost of Rapids and Gibson of Random Lake. Like I said, Rapids and Coleman in a tight team race right now. Coleman now 20 points behind Rapids. Now Lemieux in on a front head. We'll see if he can do anything with it here. I think his elbow is a little deep at the moment. Of course, Beckett giving up sides, so not a position he wants to be hanging out in for too long. Got 10 seconds left in the first period, and now there's a stall call, so Lemieux looked like the official gave the stall warning on Lemieux. So Lemieux, like I said, a junior. Last year, placed 6th at state at 113 pounds. Then as a freshman qualified at 106. So 2 for 2 on making it. Well, I'd say to the Kohl Center. Last year's state was not at the Kohl Center. Looks like we have some blood time at the moment here. Beckett 24-3 on his freshman campaign. So we have 11 seconds left here in the first period. Still knotted up 0-0. Lemieux again driving in. First time seeing Lemieux wrestle in person. He definitely likes to push the pace. And we'll head into the second, 0-0 still. But no lack of action at all. Looks like it's Lemieux's choice. And Beckett will choose to go down to start the second period. You're looking with like he's working a spiral ride at the moment, really forcing the issue on that, but Beckett holding a pretty strong base. Like I said, Beckett giving up some size here. We'll see if Lemieux looks like he might be setting up for an okie choke at the moment, but instead resets, goes back behind the hips of the freshman out of De Pere. Nice quad pod there. But Lemieux just forcing him back down. Beckett trying to circle away. We'll see if he can keep the action going. Lemieux trying to hook the leg just to get him to stop from moving. Beckett doing a great job creating separation, but to no avail. It looks like had a potentially dangerous call there, so we'll reset. De Pere coach is, of course, not too thrilled about that. Lemieux again right back into that spiral right on the reset, and there it is. There's the okie choke. We'll see if he can keep his leg hooked in. And now Lemieux in a little bit of danger. Beckett does have his arm under the leg. We'll see if he can bounce Lemieux off. Lemieux also has a little height advantage on him too. So able to keep that leg hooked in there, and we will have more blood time. So still 0-0, 3 minutes and 12 seconds into this match. I'll pull up the results of the third place match here. And both wrestlers make their way back to the middle. Lemieux in the semifinals beat Grant Gibson of Random Lake 5-2. Beckett getting a pin. Looks like it was at the end of the first period. That was against Aiden Armagost from Rapids in the semis to make it here. 16-team tournament, but we've seen a lot of deep brackets today. A lot of great wrestling, even in the quarterfinals as well. All right, so looks like all the blood got cleaned up. We'll reset in the middle here. See if Beckett can create some more spacing and capitalize on it. Well, Lemieux, anytime any space is created, just throws that leg in. And I'll see if he can stretch Beckett out. Maybe try to work for some near fall. Lemieux does need to watch himself. Looks like he's been getting a little high at times in this position. 20 seconds left, holding strong. I mean, it's always a win for the top wrestler if they can get through a whole period just riding someone out, especially that wears down someone like Beckett as well. And we head into the third. Looks like it'll still be 0-0. You have to assume that Lemieux is going to choose to go down here, look to get the first point of the match. So Lemieux does start down. Nice job by Beckett. Beckett starting on the right side there. A nice chop by him. Now has an armbar sunk in. We'll see if he can grab a wrist or sink in a half here. Now Beckett has a leg in himself. Looking to stretch Lemieux out. They are at the edge of the mat. We'll see if Lemieux uses that to his advantage. Looks like as Lemieux's knee went up, there weren't any supporting points inbounds for him. So we'll reset in the middle, 1:35 left. Not often you see a match at this low of a weight class, 0-0. This late into the match, Lemieux trying to sit there, but to no avail. Trying to stand up. Beckett just keeping that armbar locked in. Now trying to run it here. We'll see if he can get anything going, if he can get a big step. Lemieux standing back up, but Beckett is just hammering on top at the moment. And now Beckett does have the bar in the half, so has a couple of different directions he can go here. Staying on the attack. This would be huge if he got some near fall in this situation. But they reset. I think that goes in Lemieux's favor. As we reset, Beckett again with the chop, throwing in a leg and a power half. Looking to stretch out Lemieux again. The junior from Coleman, though, holding strong. Beckett needs to watch, make sure he doesn't get himself in any danger. Lemieux trying a little roll there, seeing if he can do something to get him out of position. Beckett looks like he has double boots in now. That right leg did sink out for a second. And Lemieux just trying something, anything to get an escape. But Beckett, man, what the pressure that we are seeing from the freshman out at a pier. Giving up a solid 7 pounds, which is a lot at this weight class. And we are going to get our first sudden victory match of the finals. Only 2 matches in. We will have some blood time, so real quick we'll give you the rundown if you are unfamiliar with it. But overtime or sudden victory, I think it's kind of a regional thing depending on who says what. But this first sudden victory period here will be a minute long. And whoever scores first, usually it's a takedown in this situation. Both wrestlers are starting on their feet. Whoever scores first wins the match. There's no scoring after the first minute. There's some extra overtime periods as well, but we'll explain that if we get to that point. For now, though, both wrestlers have 1 minute. First score here wins. Remember, no score in the first period for 2 minutes when both wrestlers were on their feet. Remember, both of these wrestlers spent 2 minutes riding each other, so Definitely got to be feeling some wear and tear right now. Lemieux is in deep on a double. Beckett going to try to turn this into a scrambling situation, but if Lemieux, Beckett with the spladle, and Beckett will get the takedown. Don't think he'll get a pin out of this, but man, what a turn of events. Lemieux just had to peek his head out there, but Beckett locked in the spladle, will win the match. For him, it's just a matter of trying to secure a pin here. I don't think that will happen. Oh, wow, what an impressive showing by the freshman out at Appear. Wrestling up a weight class, he will pick up the victory. And some great wrestling there from both sides. 2 matches in, and we are already seeing some fireworks for this final session. You know, I thought this was going to be a good day, only doing the finals today. Thought maybe I wouldn't lose my voice for this, but if the matches keep up like this, that story might change. Up next here at 120 pounds in the black singlet with the red ankle band, that is senior Preston Spray of Wisconsin Rapids, coming in ranked 3rd. He was at 113 pounds for the Cheesehead last weekend. So he's ranked at 113, wrestling 120 today. He's taking on Patrick Ugala-Reinders of Menasha, 23-3, a senior. Spray, nice job there getting the first takedown in the middle of the mat too. We know Spray is comfortable on top. It looks like his coaches want him to work on his feet a little bit. Reinders jumping in, trying to capitalize on Spray letting them go. Reinders will need a knee slide in a little bit, get to that treetop or backdoor position. And on the reset, Spray opting to go neutral. I think I've seen Preston Spray hit about 7 to 8 ankle picks today in his 3 matches so far. And there's another one. Reinders trying to scramble out of it, but Spray taking him right to his back, so he'll get some near fall as well, I believe. Getting 2 there, that makes the score 6-1 for the senior out of Rapids. Spray last year qualified for state at 120 pounds. Took 4th at 106 as a sophomore. Also qualified as a freshman too. Working that arm bar at a big step. Has the half as well, looking to get the pin here. 15 seconds left. Reinders will really have to fight to get out of this one. We'll see if Ray tries to sneak that left leg through, sit through. Think he'll be comfortable taking this one into the second period with a 9-1 lead. So Reinders last year was a sectional qualifier at 113. Looks like Spray will choose down to start the second period, looking to build on this 8-point lead. And quick stand up there by Spray. Going to create some separation. Good work by Reinders there with the mat return. But Spray on the quick stand-up right away. Good chain wrestling there. Good reaction on his part. You'll see a lot of wrestlers, they get a mat return and they either stop whatever they were doing or they go right to their stomach. Then they have to work twice as hard to get up, but Spray just moving right off of the mat return. Now up 10-1, 125 left here in the second period. And we'll see if we can get another ankle pick here from Spray. Talked to his dad, Tim Spray, earlier. Tim saying, if he just has that long frame, might as well use it to his advantage. And that's why I think I've seen so many ankle picks from him today. Spray, nice duck there. Transitioning to an outside single. He's trying to grab that other ankle there. Good movement by Reinders, but nothing going as Preston Spray picks up another takedown, up 12-1, 40 seconds left in the second period. We saw Spray with that bar and half, put Reinders to his back here. Again, working in the bar. Trying to sneak in the half as well, but he'll take that wrist there. They are at the edge of the mat, and officials saying they did go out of bounds. So we'll reset in the middle, 17 seconds left. Spray up 12-1. Third place match, Brady Shepard of Wabeno Leona losing to John Nowak of Coleman. That's 2-0. Over on map 3, fifth place match, Eric Hansen of Appleton East is up 9-0 on Hunter Lambert of Princeton. Spray working that 2-on-1. Again, looking for that arm bar. Wants that wrist on the right side first. We'll head into the third at 12-1. Spray opting to go neutral here. So one more takedown. There it is, another ankle pick. I was about to say one more takedown. Then if we see another turn here, that would essentially that would put the match away. That'd be a tech fall for Spray if he went up by 15. And we reset in the middle, 1:36 left. And Spray opting to go neutral here. That'll make it 14-2. Looks like he's trying to do a lot of work on his feet today. Reinders going in, did have that low single. Officials calling potentially dangerous. And Spray just making things look effortless today. Was able to watch a couple of his matches prior. Now Reinders in on a front head. Spray holding on to that elbow. And nice job with that drag by Spray. Up 16-2, and it looks like his coaches want him to finish this one off with a takedown. Up 16-3, one takedown here would end the match on a tech fall. And Reinders is throwing a lot at Spray, but Spray just seems to have a counter for everything. And Reinders in that front head. Spray, though, just able to wrap that arm around, go behind, and with the takedown, Preston Spray of Rapids wins the championship match 18-3. What an impressive showing by the senior out of Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln today. And they are announcing the place winners at 106 at the moment. So for 126 coming up here, got a pretty good finals match set up. Real quick, fifth place match at 126. Looks like that's McChain versus Santana. Or sorry, third place match. Yep, third place match is going to be Brady Gross of Coleman and Connor Johnson of Wyawega Fremont. And on mat number 2 coming up here, and I have another Rapids wrestler. It'll be Carter Freeman, freshman, 20-7 coming into this match. He'll be taking on Shane Corrigan, a senior out of De Pere. Corrigan 27-0 so far on the year. Champion at the Battle on the Bay, Gunslinger Invite, and the Green Bay United Scramble as well. As a junior, was a runner-up at 120 pounds, losing to Alec Hunter of Oshkosh West in the finals. Also a runner-up in 2020. I remember he lost that match to Grayson Clark of Kaukauna. Clark, a two-time state champ, so definitely not a bad loss by Corrigan. I remember he beat him in sectionals the week before, though. Also qualified for state at 106 as a freshman, too. So Corrigan, a three-time state qualifier, two-time runner-up, obviously looking to end his senior campaign with a state title. Freeman does have the black singlet, and I know Rapids is usually has the red ankle bands, but Freeman will be rocking the green ankle band for this match. Corrigan wearing that red maroon at DePere singlet with the red ankle band. It looks like we're still waiting for a finish on mat number 3 here. Eric Hansen of Appleton East is up 9-0 on Hunter Lambert. 1:41 left in the third period. I'll update you on the team score real quick here, folks. Looks like Rapids, after that win by Spray, up to 262. Coleman at 234. Not to jinx anything, I'll knock on woods here for the Rapids people in the booth here with me, but it looks like Rapids might have the team chase locked up. Coleman need a lot of things to fall in their favor here. Had a good battle, though, heading into that last consolation round. Coleman was up 221 to 211, and Rapids just went on a tear there. Really shows the importance of wrestling on that backside, just showing how you can recover after a loss. Rapids did exactly that. And folks, I'll hop back on the mic here. Looks like there's still 135 left in that match over on mat number 3. I think a lot of blood time is kind of making that extend out. I'll hop back on once we start our finals matches at 126 pounds. All right, folks. Looks like yeah, there was a lot of blood time going in on that fifth place match on mat number 3. But here we are about to start the action at 126 pounds. It's Shane Corrigan, senior, out at De Pere, and Carter Freeman, freshman, out of Wisconsin Rapids, Lincoln. Freeman at 20-7 on the year, currently ranked 9th in Division I at 126. Corrigan comes in ranked number 2 at 126 pounds, 27-0 on the campaign, as he's looking to get the early takedown in on the legs. And smart move there by Freeman, bailing out. It looks like there was a stall call there against Corrigan. Just a warning, though. Looks like the officials wanted him to get off the hip a little bit there. As I said a while before this match started, Corrigan, 3-time state qualifier in his career, 2-time runner-up. As a sophomore, losing to Grayson Clark of Kaukauna, and as a junior, losing to Alec Hunter of Oshkosh West at 120 pounds. Now, obviously, everyone wants to win a state title, especially after making the finals twice. You know he's got to be hungry for that. Freeman coming into this, finished 12th at the Cheesehead last week. Did win the Jerry Eckenrod invite. Also a runner-up at the always tough E.H. Steck invite. As Corrigan gets the tilt there. So it looks like he will get 5 swipes. That'll be 3 near fall once he changes his grip up. And there it is, makes it 5-0. Really trying to make it transparent to the rest that he changed his grip. 12 seconds left here for Corrigan, looking to get some more near fall. Does have that bar. Might try to work a tilt with it here. I think he has that cross wrist as well. And we'll head into the second period at Shane Corrigan up 5-0 on Carter Freeman. Start the second period. Corrigan gets the quick point there, up 6-0, in on a low single, right into that treetop position. Gonna try to put Freeman in some danger. We'll see how long Freeman holds on there. And Corrigan with another takedown makes it 8-0 in the early goings of this match. Over on mat number 3, 5th place match, Dante Santana of Fond du Lac up 2-0 on Elijah McChain of Random Lake. We reset in the middle here on the championship mat. So it looks like they did not wrestle a 3rd place match. Or that is Gross of Coleman. Brady Gross got the quick pin there. And Corrigan going to try to cast over here. Does have that leg Turk in. So getting some swipes, and it looks like Corrigan going to pick up 3 more near fall, but wants a little more. Trying to finish off with the pin here on the freshman out of Rapids. Wow, nice bridge there by Carter Freeman. You know, a lot of guys in that situation. You're down 8-0, about to be 11-0. Pretty easy to give up there, but good work by Freeman. Sticking with it. We'll reset in the middle. Corrigan, just great reactions off the whistle, able to get into that coffee grinder right away. Sucking the wrist back for the armbar. Another tilt from this armbar position. So this will make it 14-0 now, 28 seconds left. Now Corrigan staying aggressive, had a cross face in the elbow there. And again, has that 2-on-1 with the cross wrist. And he will get near fall. Looks like he'll be content just ending the match. Let's go of his grip. He'll win 16-0. Shane Corrigan on a warpath this year. 28-0 now. 126-pound champion of the 54th Annual Cutler Classic. Over on mat number 3, looks like there's still 1 minute left in the second period. There's a pinning situation going on. And that is the pin. That was Santana. Had a losing record coming into this tournament as well. Nice work by him with the 5th place finish. And like I said, a lot of deep brackets here, so good work by the senior out of Fond du Lac. And they will be announcing the podium winners, I believe. We'll see here. I think they still have, that's the 7th place match going in on mat 4. And folks, while we wait for them to announce the place winners and for the 7th place match to finish, I'll be turning the mic off quick here again, and we'll hop right back in on the action once we get started at our 132-pound final between Caleb Mantle of Weyauwega Fremont and Chance Gruber of Coleman. Won't want to miss this one. Mantle's had a pretty explosive year, so want to catch any action you can get from him. And we'll be right back with you. All right, looks like we are getting the action started here at 132 pounds. In the white singlet with the W on the front and the red ankle band, that is Caleb Mantle of Weyauwega Fremont. 25-1 senior, 6th place state finisher in Division II at 120 pounds. And facing him in the green and black singlet. You're going to be seeing a lot of those in the finals. Coleman with 7 finalists. That is Chance Gruber at 19-7 senior. So a couple seniors facing off against each other. Gruber, not a state qualifier last year, but 2-time state qualifier, I believe, made it as a freshman and a sophomore. Man, like I said, 25-1 on the year. You look at his resume on track wrestling and just a lot of big wins to his name. Only loss was to Cadot's Braden Sonntag, and that was 1-0. Keep in mind, Sonntag, a two-time state champ himself. So Mantle, of course, looking to get a title of his own this year. We're 110 into this match, and still knotted up at 0. And keep in mind, folks, this is a match that we could see at sectionals later in the year in that Northeast Division III Sectional B. Mantle in on the single leg at the edge of the mat. We'll see if he pulls Gruber back in. Nice awareness by him. And keeping the toes in, does get the takedown. Gruber was trying to keep the action near the edge of the mat there, but Mantle had something else to say about that. We'll reset in the middle. 24 seconds left in the first period. Nice knee slide there by Gruber, but Mantle looks like he's in pretty deep on that tight waist. You know, you hear from a couple of wrestlers as Mantle tries to work in that arm bar and into the second up 2-0. Someone has a good tight waist. It just makes you feel uncomfortable if you're the bottom wrestler. It kind of feels like you're getting the air taken out of you. Looks like Gruber defers. Mantle opting to go on his feet. Coaches must have liked what they saw in that neutral position in the first period. Mantle, big snap down there. Think if that was college rules, that would have been a takedown, but man, talk about staying heavy on the hands. Mantle trying to work that underhook, but Gruber staying pretty strong on the overhook. Now back into a collar tie. Mantle definitely likes staying heavy on the hands, controlling his ties. Oh, we're going to see a duck there. Instead, we'll reset here. 1:21 left. Mantle again, just snapping down on the head. Couple of fake shot attempts there by both wrestlers, and we are back to square one and on a collar tie. Halfway through the match, Caleb Mantle up 2-1, had that good takedown there in the first. And I'll correct myself here quick, folks. Looks like Gruber did choose down in the second. Mantle opted to go neutral, so it's 2-1 right now. Another snap down to a front head by Mantle. Can obviously tell that this is where he's comfortable. Gruber working back up, though. You can tell Mantle definitely has a game plan, has that snap down. You saw Gruber stand up. There's no shot off of it, but I think Mantle likes to shoot once they bring their head up. Mantle on the outside single, though. Looking to lift that up. Gruber holding in on a shin whizzer. Mantle trying to drive to that opposite leg. Gruber holding strong right now. And it looks like the officials will call a stalemate there. Sorry, not a stalemate, just the end of the period. Got a little too into the action. Forgot about the clock there for a second. And start of the third. Looks like we are starting neutral. And again, another snap down. And again, keeps the toes in. Officials will award the takedown. Mantle just lightning fast on his shots. It's almost like you can tell when he's like doing a fake shot and when he's just really going in for the score. Up 4-2 on Gruber. Opting to go neutral again, so was up 3 points. Looks like he wanted to see if he could get another takedown here on Gruber, but does run the risk of if he gives up a takedown. It is a tie match. And nice duck attempt there. Mantle just powering through. Gruber makes it 6-2. It looks like the style there from the senior from Wyawega just starting to wear on Gruber. However, like I said, these two will get another chance to see each other probably at sectionals. Could be even at state as well. Mantle again opting to take things neutral. Maybe there was something they saw earlier. They don't like what Gruber was doing on bottom. But regardless, Mantle definitely controlling the situation on his feet. Back in on another single here. Gruber does stay strong with the shin whizzer. It's Mantle trying to circle around. Wonderful to see a stalemate here soon. Neither wrestler making much progress at the moment. Mantle trying to lift that ankle, though, get it onto a shelf there. Does exactly that. Gruber doing anything to get Mantle off of him. Was going to try to turn that into a scramble situation, but to no avail. Mantle just a little too quick on the jump there. And it looks like Caleb Mantle, senior from Wyawega Fremont, will continue his great season. 132-pound champion. And it looks like I do just need to announce the podium winners, I believe, over on the far side of the gym. Looks like we'll jump into the action here at 138 pounds. Here we have Colin Hansen of De Pere and Micah Kukta of Coleman. Kukta comes in ranked 9th in Division III. Hansen, a 26-2 senior, pinned his way to the finals today. Yeah. Hansen wearing that maroon and gray singlet. Again, De Pere, it's like De Pere is just perpetually rocking the red ankle bands. Kukta, of course, from Coleman. The green and black singlet and the green ankle band. Almost got in on a double there. And Hansen looking like he kind of wanted to turn things into an upper body situation there. We reset in the middle, 125 left in the first. Kukta came into this today 17-8 and the 3rd seed, so good tournament by the freshman. Beat Tate Glassmaker from Princeton in the semis 10-0. Hansen in on a shot, switched it off to the double, and with that trip makes it 2-0, 105 left in the period. Let's have that bar in at the moment. Looks like I'd say spent a lot of time on the southwest side of the state for wrestling tournaments. Glad I made the trip up here from Holman. A lot of great wrestling so far today. Just messaged New London head coach Nathan Kruger about this opportunity yesterday, and he jumped on it. Glad they were able to make this happen. Anytime you can get a chance to watch some wrestling, if you can't make it to a tournament, if you can watch it from home, in the car, whatever, always a good one. Looks like Hansen will get the ride out here. And it looks like it will be Kukta's choice. Does defer, so Hansen will choose down, looking to extend his lead to either 3-0 or 4-0. Nice job getting into that quad pod right away. That was textbook. Freshman out of Coleman, try to drop to a leg. We'll need to keep working here. Nice job on the follow-up there. But Hansen just able to stand up off of that. I think he had some hand control, was able to get up easily. Hansen going in on another shot. Kukta, good defense, was trying to go behind. Just need to be a little more disciplined there, I think. Usually want to get control of an arm, try to create an angle for yourself. But I think, we're just seeing a little bit of a, freshman versus a senior right now. Hansen a little more experience on the match, just has that awareness of what to do a little more. Obviously, he does have the physical advantage here as well. I think we're just seeing that play out at the moment. Now up 5-0, 50 seconds left in the second period. Has that 2-on-1, looking to get some near fall out of it. And they're keeping the action going. He is getting swipes, keeping the toe in, and now they call out of bounds. Assistant official just confirming that they were in. So Hansen will get 2 near fall here, up 7-0 now. So Hansen, like I said, 26-2 on the year as they restart the action. First place at the Green Bay United Scramble, took third at the Battle on the Bay, was the runner-up at the Gunslinger Invitational in early December as well. Now looking to run that bar. It's 20 seconds to look for the pin here. Ukna looking to fight it off. And when I found out Coleman was coming here, I was pretty pumped up. You see in the middle section on the camera a little bit. Basically that whole middle section is either it's half Wisconsin Rapids, half Coleman, both wrestling communities that travel very well, even though it's about an hour-and-a-half trip for both of them. Start of the third, Hansen up 9-0. We are starting on our feet. Hansen looking for a fireman attempt there. He will get it. Nice dump by him. He's going to try to keep the arm, get some near fall out of it too. And Kukta looks like he just bailed out too late there. We're in a barbed wire position. Kukta fighting that arm through. Nice work by him. Still got a takedown out of there from Hansen, making it 11-0 now. Hansen looking for a shuck attempt, pretty much just throwing Kukta into his legs there. Kukta looking to score his first points of the match. And flexibility is kind of a not talked about enough aspect of wrestling. As you see, Hansen is almost in a full split there, defending the attack from Kukta. So 49 seconds left. Looks like all the other matches have finished up. Good roll there by Kukta, but Hansen just following. Good awareness, just kind of letting go, letting the action play out. And able to stay tough on the ride here. Hansen got the pin in 5:39 over Lucas Bean of Rapids in the semis. Kukta, like I said, beat Tate Glassmaker. But just running in to a very good senior wrestler is Hansen now looking to finish this match off with a pin. Has 10 seconds to work with. So we're either going to see a 14-0 finish or a pin here by the senior out of De Pere. And I think the De Pere contingency will be happy with the result regardless. Your champion at 138 pounds, Colin Hansen. which brings us into the 145-pound action here. We have Carson Casper of Coleman. Casper ranked third in Division III at 145 pounds. He'll be taking on Stone Pomeroy of Random Lake, ranked 7th in Division III at 145 pounds. And Casper with a pretty impressive resume on his career so far. Was a state champion as a sophomore. Gets the quick takedown there. Runner-up last year, losing to a very tough Cale Erickson of Cedar Grove, Belgium. Obviously a part of Coleman's team state title team in 2020. Did qualify for state as a freshman. So 3-time state qualifier, 2-time finalist. Won it as a sophomore, obviously looking to come back, win at title number 2 this year. Pomeroy, 21-7 sophomore. He did qualify for state at 132 last year as well. So 4 trips to the state tournament between these two wrestlers. Right now, Casper up 2-1, looking to make it 4-1. Does have that single. Going to try to reach for that head, turn it into a cradle from the feet. And it looks like did kind of have that knee wrenched a little bit, so officials calling it potentially dangerous. We'll reset in the middle here. Pomeroy, of course, part of that Random Lake team that qualified for Team State. Random Lake has made Team State, I believe it's 10 years in a row now. With that second takedown, Casper goes up 4-1. For those of you who have been tuned in the whole time, you obviously know Coleman, black and green singlet. Pomeroy from Random Lake wearing that gray-blue singlet, I would say. They have the red ankle band. And we'll head to the second period. Senior from Coleman up 4-1. Casper's choice, he will opt to go down here, look to extend on this 3-point lead. Good sit out there by Casper. Right to a stand-up, just trying to separate the hands of Pomeroy, and officials will award one for loss of control. So that makes it 5-1 now. And for those of you tuning in, we're about halfway through this. I'm Teak Fenwick, host of the Wisconsin Wrestler Podcast, bringing you the finals action. New London today put on a great tournament, set up the streaming stuff. Just decided that they would do it yesterday, and very glad they did. Casper is there at the edge of the mat. Casper looking to extend his lead to 7-1 now. Clearly need to peek his head out or climb the hips of Pomeroy. We'll see if the officials award him too, and they do. Casper, great awareness, keeping his toes in. 1:15 left in the second. Carson Casper this year, only 2 losses on the year so far. Runner-up at the E.H. Steck invite, losing to Cody Gable of McGuanago. That was 3-0. And then I was able to watch his finals match at 145 on Facebook. Lost to Winneconnee's Caleb Manier. Right now, looking to pick up a title here at the Cutler Classic. Good scramble there by Pomeroy, trying to get something going, but to no avail. Casper still riding tough on top right now. Just great job making sure there's no separation between his hips and Pomeroy's hips. It looks like we do have a stall call against Casper. It'll just be a warning, though, so no points will be involved with that just yet. Casper hanging out in that crab ride position for just a second. Seems like he has a vice-like grip almost. Pomeroy has a few moments of separation, but it's not really able to get away from Casper. We start this third period, both wrestlers on their feet. At this point, don't be surprised to see Pomeroy try to maybe look for a big move here. Just something to get himself back in the match. Results of the fifth place match. Thomas Grossbeyer did win by medical forfeit over Devin Derlith of Berlin. Grossbeyer from Southern Door. Over on Mat 1, third place match, Josh Black of Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln up 7-1 on Logan DeRoyan of Menasha. Back to the action on the championship match. Casper still up 7-1. No scoring so far in this third period, but Casper controlling the majority of the match. Pomeroy was in on a good shot there, but good defense by Casper. And just not enough room to work for Pomeroy. Pomeroy in that front head off the shot defense. Looking to get a go behind on Casper. Casper holding on to that far arm. Pomeroy is trying to hook that ankle, but Casper did have that elbow. Could have got a dump attempt there. Looks instead like he'll settle with that ankle. Gonna try to get his head under there. Gonna elevate it. We'll see if he tries to put Pomeroy in danger here. .23 seconds left. The clock is definitely Casper's friend. At this point, just needs to make sure there's no feet to back move on behalf of the sophomore from Random Lake. And we'll reset with 5 seconds left here. And Casper will end with a takedown. That makes it 9-1 and a major decision. Gets an extra team point there for good measure with that major. Don't think it'll affect anything in the long run, but nonetheless, Carson Casper, your 145-pound champion of this year's Cutler Classic. And he'll get a chance to watch his teammate Will Bieber here win a title of his own. Bieber ranked 5th in Division III. And we do get to see a Coleman Rapids matchup. Saw a few of them in the semifinals. Bieber taking on Bennett Whiteman of Wisconsin Rapids. Been tuned in for a minute. You have a pretty good idea of the singlet colors of both of these teams. Just for good measure, Whiteman with the red ankle band. Bieber with the green. Bieber trying a shot from a distance there. He comes into this match 25-4 on his junior campaign. Has pinned his way through the finals. Whiteman is 15-4 so far on his sophomore year. Had to be Carter McDaniel of Wyega Fremont Wasn't totally able to see from my vantage point. I have the clock blocking me a little more. Looks like Bieber got in on a shot. I'm not going to speculate on anything here, folks. Don't want to guess on the severity of anything. Can just give the action that we're seeing here. This looks like the trainer's on the knee of Weidman. While they're deliberating what's going on there. Over on mat number 1, third place match. Carter McDaniel of Wyawega Fremont up 5-0 on Michael Streblo of Fond du Lac. Over on mat number 3, fifth place match, Wyatt Miller of Berlin up 2-0 on Colton Hill of Princeton. All right, folks, so it looks like we will have a medical forfeit here. If we can get any news on what happened, I can keep you updated on that. But for now, we just have action going on in the 3rd, 5th, and 7th place matches. So not the way you want to see a match end. Will Beaver does win by a medical forfeit. But nonetheless, I'm going to step away from the mic here. Up next at 160 pounds, we'll have Brett Bach of Wisconsin Rapids taking on Pearson Sablinski of Wabeno Leona, number 2 in Division 1 versus number 7 in Division 3. Has the makings of a good battle coming up. I'll be right back with ya. All right, folks, here we go. Getting the championship action started on mat number 2 at the 54th annual Cutler Classic. At the top of the bracket, we have Brett Bach, ranked number 2 at 152 pounds in Division 1, taking on Pearson Sablinski of Wabeno Leona, ranked 7th in Division 3. Bach coming off a runner-up finish at the Cheesehead at Kaukauna last weekend. Placed 3rd at 145 pounds in Division 1 last year. Sablinski still looking for his first appearance at state, but right now comes into this 27-2, so pretty solid year so far for the senior. Bach does get the early takedown. He's up 2-0. Gonna work that spiral ride. Has the wrist right now. Now working that near ankle on top. So Bach 26-1 sophomore. Sablinski 27-2 senior. Pretty similar records coming into this. Sablinski so far this year, first at the John Roberts Scramble, first at the Badger State Invite. Gets the escape, makes it 2-1. Bach working in heavy on that overhook. Obviously, a lot of experience on the Greco scene. I spent a little bit of time talking to him today as well, and talk about a student of the sport. Bach is the textbook definition of that. Almost powering over Sablinski there. Sablinski with that blue and gray singlet. He has the green ankle band as Bach gets another takedown, going up 4-1 now. Bach almost locked up a cradle there with 10 seconds left in the first period. Sablinski instead getting an escape, makes it 4-2 now. Sablinski was going to try to go upper body there. Hey, if you're going to try that, might as well do it with just a few seconds left. No time to pay for any mistakes like that. Looks like Bach won the toss. I think he deferred. Sablinski opting to go down here with a chance to make it either 4-3 or 4-4. So Sablinski placed 4th at On the Water Classic at Oshkosh. Only losing to Braden Scholes and Torrin Vandenbush, so pretty solid for him. Sablinski won the rematch against Vandenbush today, 10-2. Bach so far pinned his way to the finals, getting a pin in the quarterfinals in 129 and beating Owen Kinzinger of Coleman in 358. And Sablinski just constantly staying active on bottom. Does get another escape, but on the shot attempt there, Bach almost like projected that coming and gets another takedown, up 6-3 now. See if he can do any work on top here. Sablinski so far showing to be pretty solid on bottom. I know these two have spent some time wrestling each other in the offseason. They're both very active on the freestyle, especially Greco circuit, so got to be familiar with each other too. Definitely consider Bach more for his offensive prowess, but right now his shot defense is what's gotten him 2/3 of his points so far. Sablinski was maybe looking to put Bach in danger there. Bach just bailing out. That makes it 6-4 now. So I went through Sablinski's season. Bach, like I said, a runner-up at the Cheesehead. Took first at the E.H. Steck invite. Sablinski in on a shot here. 20 seconds left. We'll see if he can get the score. Makes it 6-6. Has that leg in as well, so looking to take things to the third period in a tie matchup. And folks, we head to the third period at Pearson Sablinski 27-2 senior knotted up with Brett Bach. 26-1 sophomore, number 3 in Division 3. Or sorry, number 7 in Division 3, number 2 in Division 1. Looks like we have a caution against Bach. 2 more caution calls, and it's a point for Zablinski. The clock's running right now. I wonder if anyone's going to bring attention to that. And for once, I was actually ahead of the game on paying attention to the clock. Should just be 2 minutes, I believe. And so it was the start of the period. And nothing wrong with that. A long day of wrestling for everyone involved. That includes the table workers as well. Bach, quick stand up there, explodes out in the first 2 seconds. 7-6. Bach leads the takedown count 3-1, but Zablinski, staying active on bottom, getting those escapes, those add up. And with that takedown at the end of the second, did tie things up. Just needs one more to get a lead here on the sophomore out of Rapids. In on a shot again. Bach, good defense. Looking to go into that over-under position. I don't think Zablinski wants to hang out there. 1:20 left now. Zablinski got hit on the double, but Bach just great on those sprawls. He definitely likes working more to shot defending, doing over-under, working that upper body stuff. You don't see him in front heads as much. Usually he's pretty quick to where you don't even see him in a front head. If someone takes a not good shot on him, he'll just hit a quick go behind. So Zablinski looking to lock up upper body here. See if he's probably just looking for a setup on a shot. Bach looking for a 2-on-1. He likes those 2-on-1s as well. Great follow by Zablinski. In on a shot again. So Bach gets a stall warning there. Next call would be a point for Zablinski. Bach looking for the body lock and the takedown. Couple of great wrestlers here, folks. Right now, they did have that sudden victory match at 113, but this has the makings of the match of the night depending on the finish. 20 seconds left. We'll see if Pearson Zablinski can get the biggest win of the year so far for him. Bach knotted up in that 2-on-1, just killing some time. Zablinski going in on another shot. Has double unders. He's going to try something here. And 5 seconds left. Zablinski's going to need to operate fast. In on a shot. Bach just on that sprawl and go behind. And what a finish there, folks. 7-6 in favor of the sophomore from Rapids. Brett Bach, your champion at 160 pounds. Zablinski not making it easy on him, though. And it looks like that was the last match at that weight class. So we will be jumping in right into 170, and had a couple of great finishes so far here in this tournament, especially in this championship round. But I would say on paper coming into the finals, you have to say that this one be the most exciting. For Coleman, you have Cole Klemek, who's currently ranked second in Division III, a 26-4 senior. He'll be taking on Ryan Roy, a 30-3 junior. Roy is ranked third in Division III. And this is actually a rematch from the Oshkosh on the Water Classic. Klemek did beat Roy 9-1 in the third place match. So obviously Roy looking to avenge it here. Looks like We still have a match going on, 7th place match over on mat number 4. But just sets the stage a little bit there for you. So we'll wait for that match to end. And then I will hop back on, bring you the action. We have 5 weight classes left, folks. Been a great evening of finals matches so far. So stay tuned. Still some good wrestling to come. All right, here we are, folks. Getting the action started at 170 pounds. 26-4 senior Cole Klimek of Coleman versus 30-3 junior Ryan Roy of Wabena Leona. We just saw Roy's teammate Pearson Zaplinski lose a tough one to Brett Bach in the finals, or in the first place match, I should say. Like I said before we tuned out from the last weight class, Klimek did beat Roy 9-1 in the third place match at On the Water. Last year, Klimek took 4th in a tough sectional. As a sophomore, did qualify for state at 170 pounds. Roy, a 2-time state place winner, actually. As a freshman, pretty great campaign. Took 4th at 152 as a freshman. Last year at 160 pounds, placed 5th. Roy looked like he was going for a little Jap Wizard action there. 53 seconds left in the first. Like I said, Klimek did win at 9-1 here, but a lot can change, not only in a matter of a couple weeks, but seems like at this level of wrestling, it gets, each time you wrestle the same person, it gets tougher and tougher every time to beat them. So I think things changed a little bit. There was a point Coleman was only losing by 19 points, back down by 23 in the team race. They're losing by 23 to Rapids. Rapids still has people wrestling for 3rd place at 170, 182, 195, and heavyweight. Also have Tanner Gormanson wrestling for 7th. Coleman, real quick, just running through. They have Klimek here wrestling for a title, and Brody Zahn wrestling for a title, so might be too little too late. Nice duck under there by Roy. getting the takedown. Up 2-0 now. Looks like we get a caution call against the junior from Wabeno Leona. So Roy wearing that blue and gray singlet as the red ankle band. If you've been here the whole finals broadcast, you know, Coleman, you know their colors by now. I don't think I need to repeat that. But Clement did get an escape there and forcing the issue out of bounds. Roy trying to work that 2-on-1, but Clement turning it into an underhook. You know, Clement does definitely have the height advantage here. You can see him working for those double unders, trying to maybe get Roy out of position. And he's there again. Roy's head is buried, so that'll be tough for him there. Roy back into a 2-on-1, drop down to a single. But you see Clement definitely trying to favor some upper body action there. All right, Clement's choice. Looks like he will opt to go down here, tie things up. Try to get a quick escape. Roy, nice 2-on-1 right away. And a good mat return as well. It's kind of using his body weight to his advantage. Roy looked like he was going to go for a whirly bird tilt there. Clement with the escape makes it 2-2 now. Things knotted up here. Roy, same way he scored off Clement in the first period with that duck under. Almost got it again there. And Clement taking advantage. You know, Roy's been creating good angles, taking good shots the whole match, but there just kind of slipped up one time. Clement taking advantage of it, up 4-2 now. You can tell he's just kind of able to see that one come in, had time to telegraph it, and got behind for the 2. So put up 4 points in a row here. Coleman, like I said, probably won't be able to pass up Rapids for first, but, you know, Coach Kevin Casper definitely going to make sure that his wrestlers don't have any lack of effort for these last few matches here. As Clement with a tough ride now. Remember, it is Roy's choice in the third period, so obviously Roy going to try to at least get an escape here. Get himself within 1 before going into the third, and nice roll there, gets the escape. I think Clement just committed a little too much to the follow. Roy trying to get another takedown. Now, again, finds himself out of position. If Clement can get his legs back here. So I think if there was a little more mat space to work with, I think Clement could have taken advantage of that. But it looks like we'll head into the third period. It will still be 4-3 Clement. I think if there was one more second there, Roy could have got the 2, and looks like they're starting a neutral in this position. So Roy just got an escape at the end of the second. Again, they did wrestle each other at on the water, so coaches probably have a little more intel than me. Roy trying that duck under again. Clement looking to go into some upper body tie at the edge of the mat. If you're Roy, you got to be careful you don't force the issue on a shot. He did get that first takedown on a good duck under, but he got that from creating good angles, constantly working. think he just needs to keep that same energy with the setups that he does for his shots. Otherwise, as you saw in the second, Klimek was able to easily score on a shot attempt from Roy. 1:15 left now. Yeah, I'm a little surprised Roy didn't choose down there. And no stall calls yet. Looks like Wabena Leona coaches bringing the attention of the officials. Roy's pushing the energy here a little bit, pushing the action. And Roy, great job throwing the arm by there, not able to score off of it yet. Roy trying to go behind. Klimek had that elbow in deep. Looks like we might get some fireworks here to end this match as well. Remember, last match, Roy's teammate Pearson Sablinski lost by 1 point. Roy looking to change the tune a little bit for Wabena Leona. Don't be surprised to see him try a couple more duck unders here, but still no stall calls against Klimek. I think it's going to come down to Roy getting a takedown. Nice drag there by Roy. Gets behind. Needs to take Klimek to the mat, though. He just needs his hands to touch the mat. Roy needs to do something here to get him to the mat. Use his body weight, get him down. And there it is. There's two. Roy around the legs. Up by 1 with 4 seconds left. Cole Klimek, you can tell he's left it all on the mat. Can the senior from Coleman get one last burst here for an escape? Man, great job by Ryan Roy. Didn't know if he was going to get the takedown there for a second, but just holding on. And Ryan Roy wins the rematch from On the Water, 5-4 over Cole Klimek of Coleman, taking home the 170-pound title. Hey, like I said, looked like that was going to be the match of the day on paper, and looks like it definitely came through in that sense. Could argue with a couple of other matches, but to say the least, it lived up to expectations. Hey, we have another pretty good matchup here at 182 pounds in the finals. We have Sam Schwabe of Random Lake, 26-1 senior. He'll be taking on Michael Alexander, 25-0 junior from De Pere. Now, Alexander, one of those rare breeds. He's seen a lot of success at the upper weights as an underclassman. Last year took third at 182 pounds as a freshman, qualified for state at 160. Schwabe, the senior, no stranger to the state scene either. Was the runner-up at 170 pounds last year in Division III, losing to a very tough Nolan Springer from Mineral Point. Also took third as a sophomore at 170 pounds. Right now, Alexander does get the early takedown there. Quite a few state appearances between these two. Schwabe comes in ranked first in Division III. Alexander second in Division I. Alexander right now up 2-0, 105 left in the first. Alexander wearing that maroon and gray singlet. Of course, De Pere just perpetually with the red ankle bands. Schwabe with the green ankle band and that mostly gray with like a hint of blue singlet, I would say. Not like that's the focus of the match, but 45 seconds left. Alexander riding tough, does have that cross wrist right now. So Schwabe has not spent more than 35 seconds on the mat today. getting a pin in the quarterfinals, winning by an injury default in the semifinals. Alexander had a pin in the quarters, had a tech fall to make it here. At On the Water, Schwabe was a runner-up, losing to Connor Mirasola of West Bend West. Alexander, last tournament he was at was the Green Bay United Scramble, was the champion there. It's like the De Pere contingency in general just had a pretty good day at the Green Bay United Scramble last weekend. We start the second. Alexander starts on top. Had a great ride there for about a minute and a half in the first period. Schwabe just trying to get something, able to get out after 16 seconds there, so now 2-1. We'll see if Schwabe can generate some offense of his own here. Nice underhook, and thought we're going to get a good trip there by Schwabe. Alexander almost turned the tables, though. The action does go off the mat. I think we'll get a caution there from Schwabe. Hey, he had the right idea. Try to go for the low single right off the whistle. Just timed it a little bit too early. I have a good friend who he always said he'd make sure to use both of his cautions. I mean, you get two of them before your opponent gets a point, so might as well. Schwabe going in on the single there. Great sprawl by Alexander. In on the front head. It looks like the other matches in this weight class have ended already. Must have been quick pins there. Schwabe, see him trying to go for that underhook again, in on a single. See him try to take this back into the middle of the mat. Alexander, don't necessarily know what he was doing there. You could tell he's not thrilled with that decision either. Gives up the takedown, makes it 3-2 in favor of the senior out of Random Lake. So Schwabe looking to hand Alexander his first loss of the year. Neither of these teams wrestle easy schedules by any means, and combined at 51-1 coming into this. Good return there by Schwabe. Looking to work that crossface. 10 seconds left in the second period. We'll see if Alexander tries to go for one last burst here to get out, and he does exactly that. Gets the escape with 5 seconds left. We'll head into the third, all knotted up at 3. And it will be Alexander's choice here. He chooses down, of course. You know, both these wrestlers showing that they're pretty proficient on top here. Alexander, quick stand-up. We'll see if Schwabe goes for the mat return. Nice job there. And we'll reset in the middle here. 151 left. Nice breakdown there by the senior out of Random Lake. 1:35 left. You know, a couple of times you'll see some situations where it's tied up going into the third, and that top wrestler might opt to just go on their feet right away. And now heard Schwabe's coaches say beforehand, totally fine with giving up an escape. Saw Schwabe get a couple of good shot attempts, got that takedown near the end of the second as well. So obviously confident in what he can do on his feet. Alexander, great low single though. Schwabe, good counter to that. Might see a scramble situation here. Not something you see often at the 182-pound weight class. Alexander is out the back door though, looking to put Schwabe in some trouble. He might Could lock up a cradle here. Don't know how that would look necessarily. He does exactly that, though. And what was a close match might turn into a pin here for the junior out of De Pere. And I personally could not tell how Schwabe wasn't pinned from my vantage point, but hey, props to him not giving that up. Obviously not going to give up in this match, though. Gets an escape, and he's back within 5. Just needs to find a way to put Alexander in danger now. 15 seconds left. Got to see a 5-point move here. And hey, you saw Alexander in that second period. You know, he did make that mistake on the takedown, kind of giving it up there, but hey, talk about resilience. Ends up getting the 5-point move to put it away. And your champion at 182 pounds, still undefeated junior, Michael Alexander. And like I said, that was the last match going on, so believe we will be heading right into 195 pounds. And we have another De Pere wrestler. I think that's the fifth wrestler from De Pere that will be seen in the finals. We have Brennan Kincaid from De Pere. Hey, another Random Lake De Pere matchup here. And Michael Upson of Random Lake looking to avenge his teammate's loss just one weight class prior. Upson comes into this tournament ranked 9th in Division III. As Kincaid in on a great shot there. Capitalizes on that, and he's up 2-0. Kincaid 17-5 junior, Upson 18-10 sophomore. Looks like both wrestlers looking to pick up their first tournament win, but Kincaid just powering over with the arm bar, and he will get the pinfall victory there. 49 seconds into the match, De Pere has just been rolling so far in this final session. I think that might push them ahead of Random Lake in the team race as well. Sorry, it looks like they already counted that on track wrestling. So De Pere 10 points behind Random Lake. Looks like the race for third place is the real competition right now. Rapids first with 276. Coleman second with 248. Over on mat 1, Tanner Barse of Rapids up 2-0 on Cordell Hansen of Princeton. Maxwell George of Fond du Lac up 2-0 on Richard Waldberger of Menasha. And we can take some time here, folks, whether you want to tune out or not. I'm just going to pull up some results from the Freedom Invitational as well. Those finals happened a little earlier today. So it might be a little bit. Still have that 3rd and 5th place match going on. 7th place match is stopped right now from an injury. Don't necessarily know what from. So it looks like over at Freedom, final scores there, top 10 teams. Auburndale 101, Freedom 101.5, Burlington 105.5, Slinger 106, Hortonville has 126, Bayport is 5th with 126.5, Evansville 4th with 132, Brilliant 3rd with 133, Shiocton with 149. And Amory, of course, wins that. Amory looking like the class of Division II so far. Looks like they won that with only 2 champions on the day, believe it or not, coming from Coy Hopke and Robert Beasy. Looks like the other 2 matches still either in the middle or end of the second period. So, folks, we're going to take a quick break here. Up next in the action, a couple of top 7 ranked wrestlers. We have Vanden Hoffman of Wyawega Fremont, ranked 7th in Division III, taking on Avian Ross of New London, ranked 4th in Division II. And we'll be right back with you, and I would say probably about 2 to 3 minutes here. All right, folks, getting started with the action at 220 pounds. The penultimate finals match here. A lot of great wrestling today. Down to 8 matches left total, 2 first-place matches. 220 pounds didn't exactly go as planned in terms of seeding. We have 4 seed Devian Ross, 22-5 junior from New London. He is taking on Vanden Hoffman, 22-4 sophomore of Wyawega Fremont. And nice job there by Ross. So Ross wearing the white and black singlet. Hoffman wearing the red and black singlet and the red ankle band. Ross got that takedown up 2-0 right now. Ross, like I said, 22-5 on the year. Came in as the 4 seed. Hoffman came in as the 3 seed. And both these guys, come in with good records. Ross did place 4th at 220 and On the Water. Neither of them have made it to state yet, but could definitely see that change this year for sure. Looking to change that tune. Ross is ranked 4th in Division II. Hoffman 7th in Division III. So Hoffman hanging out that quad pod. Nice job there. Creative way to drop to the leg. And Ross looking to join his teammate Wyatt Magolski, who won it in front of the home crowd at 106 pounds. Hoffman trying to roll an ankle there, but glad he bailed out of that. Hoffman looking to roll through. Good follow by Ross. Now looking to lock up a cradle. 8 seconds left in the first. This match already has the makings that could see a lot of fireworks still happen in this one. We head into the second period. Ross up 2-0. And he will choose down, look to extend that lead to 3-0. Hoffman here, just looking at the moveset so far, definitely has the makings of a home run hitter. It looks like he has a couple moves that can put his opponent right to their back. Quick escape there by Ross. Making it 3-0 now. Got the New London crowd right in front of me. Good shot there by Ross. Even better defense by Hoffman. So like I said, Ross took 4th at On the Water. Hoffman wrestled down at Mid-States, took 5th. Gets the takedown there. Makes it 3-2 now. Looks like he's out to go right back on his feet. So with that escape, 3-2 in favor of Ross. Like I said, no state appearances between these two, but just from what I've seen from their wrestling today, I think that definitely has the potential to change this year. Here we go. Hoffman has Ross in a body lock, and great head throw there by Ross. And somehow no points come out of the situation. And correction on the score earlier, it's a 4-2 in favor of Ross. I was checking out the scoreboard there, and I should have just been going with the flow of the match. Got 30 seconds left here in the second period. Couple of impressive athletes going at it here at 220 pounds. Ross drew a first blood. Hoffman got a great takedown at the start of the second. And it looks like that's stalling called on the junior from New London. Just a warning, though, but still in a match this close, we could see that maybe shape out how things go here in the third. Heading to the third, it is Hoffman's choice. Hard to believe that he's just a sophomore, but the 22-4 sophomore from Wyomega Fremont looking to cut into the 2-point lead here. And great sit out there by Hoffman, but Ross just with a great foul, and kind of saw it in the first period, but Hoffman very active on bottom. Obviously don't want to spend a lot of time under someone like Ross. That's a lot of strength, a lot of mass pushing down on you. Can definitely wear if you don't get out right away. A nice job dropping to the legs by Ross. I think no locked hands either. That's tough for wrestlers to do sometimes, not get the locked hands call in that situation. And just remember, Ross does have a stall call, so it does need to stay active on top too. Officials are going to be looking like things like he is hanging out on the left side of that ankle. He is still staying active, though, not implying any stalling. But once you get that first call, you just got to be a little more cognizant of that. Right now, Ross working with an arm bar. Was just able to pinch it in, trying to maybe get some points on a near fall here. Making slow adjustments, looking to put this match out of reach. And Hoffman, nice job getting out of that. Able to get to his feet. Good follow by Ross. And no loss of control. Man, Hoffman, for as good as he's doing on bottom, Ross is doing even better, not giving anything up on top again. Hoffman was going to go for a quick spin there. Ross just bringing him back down to the mat. 15 seconds left. And now Ross in a little danger. Hoffman not able to quite get behind though, but there it is. There is the reversal. And Ross still would have time to get an escape, but looks like we are taking this match into sudden victory. Knotted up at 4-4. And I'm impressed at the athleticism. These two look like they still have at least a little bit left in the gas tank as well. And remember, in sudden victory, the first person to score wins. Ross does have a stall call against him, so if he gets called again, that would be a loss. Would be hard-pressed to find that in this situation, but 40 seconds left. Ross powering into Hoffman. Keeps his hips on top, gets the win, looking to get the pin as well. And to Evian Ross in front of his home gym. The New London crowd going absolutely insane. Gets the pin in 6 minutes and 37 seconds. Huge win for the junior out of New London. And just like that, folks, looks like 254 matches in the books today. And it comes down to this one last match. We have Brody Zahn of Coleman, ranked third in Division III. He's taking on Kason Quick of Menasha. Zahn, a 25-4 senior. Quick, a 20-5 junior. If I had to guess, Kason Quick is a younger relative of Cullen Quick from Menasha. State place winner a few years ago for them. I think he was a runner-up. I do believe he had a really good campaign. Was probably the favorite going into the state tournament. Ended up losing. Can't confirm that 100%, but the name Colin Quick is familiar, and big dude from Menasha, definitely it makes sense. Zahn does get the takedown. So he's up 2-0, looking to work a power half. Zahn last year placed third at sectionals, which, you know, in most years would have been good enough to make it to state, but last year, just given the circumstances, only 2 made it from the sectional in D2 and D3. So obviously looking to make that trip to state this year. 2-time top 4 finisher in sectionals. Just really working on top. Also keep in mind, Quick does have a stall call against him as well already. So Zahn really pushing the agenda here. Looks like we will have some blood time. So as we have some blood time here, just to run through a little more information. I think there's still one Rapids guy wrestling, but Rapids holding on to the team lead, 280 to 248.5. So looks like Rapids will get the win. Coleman at one point, like I said, was winning 221 to 211, and Rapids just went on a tear in that penultimate consolation round, or the consolation semis. Do have some heavyweight action going on. I'm at number 1, third place match. Josh Hansen of Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln. Looks like he's up currently down 1-0 to Ben Roman of Sturgeon Bay, Sevastopol. From mat 3, fifth place match. Keaton Place of New London up 4-0 on Cody Steinbach. As we reset here into the middle, blood time is done. Zahn just a good follow on Quick. And up 2-0 heading into the second period. So it looked like a Quick deferred there. Zahn chooses down, looking to build his lead 3-0. And nice stand up there by Zahn, getting out in the first 5 seconds. I always say it's important to get out in the first 10 seconds at heavyweight, or that's at any weight, but especially at heavyweight. Zahn with the takedown there. Makes it 5-0 now. And he was working those halves earlier. We'll probably see that again on top. Folks, that's a great day of wrestling. 16-team tournament here at the 54th Annual Cutler Classic. Got a great team battle between Rapids and Coleman for first. Couple of matches going into sudden victory. 2 one-point match, or there's a few one-point matches as well. So making the trip up to Holman, this tournament has exceeded expectations and then some. Again, I'm Teek Fenwick, host of the Wisconsin Wrestler Podcast. Found out yesterday, made plans with Coach Nathan Kruger that I was coming to this, and boy, am I glad I made the trip up here from Holman. So good quad pod there by Quick, but Zahn just able to power him back down. And it looks like that's kind of being teased at the start or in the first period. But Zahn with the full Nelson call there against them. That makes it 5-1 now in favor of Quick. Or in favor of Zahn, my apologies. Now we're really looking to power over in that half. Quick doing a good job just still pinching down that arm, looking away on the half. Just basic stuff, really. And sometimes that can cause guys to mess up on top. Keep in mind, Quick has a stall call against him, too. So he's going to need to show some action as well. Zahn trying to switch things up. Dig out an arm. And think we might have some blood time here. Just a quick looking to clean himself up. I think him and the official saw that before anyone did. Actually, now that I see it, definitely came out on the mat. So good stoppage there. Hey, you know, give credit to the Coleman coach. You know, his guy wasn't the one that was bleeding, but goes out there, gets the blood cleaned up. Good team effort there in general, I'd say. 24 seconds left here in the second. Zahn controlling the match, but hey, a match isn't over until someone gets pinned, teched, or the clock runs out. So still got a little more than a period here. So we reset. So quick back in that quad pod, has some separation too. And able to get the escape. Zahn right back in on the attack. So 5-2 now. And it looks like we'll head into the third. Brody Zahn up 5-2. And it is Quick's choice. So, hey, with an escape here, it becomes a 2-point match. Quick can get within a takedown of tying things up. But it took him a while to get an escape in that second period. But could also see a situation where he kind of forced a mistake on Zahn's part with that full Nelson. Quick again with some separation. Nice awareness there by Zahn, just dropping to a leg right away. .132 left. Also, Quick with that stall warning against him. Zahn looking to power through on that power half there. I think now we're seeing it. Quick. Oh, man, I almost got back up to that quad pod situation. That's how he got the escape in the second period. But Zahn just constantly hammering on top. And there it is, second stall call against Quick. That makes a match a 4-point advantage for the senior out of Coleman. Zahn looking to go 26-4 on the year. Quick, I mean, this would just be a nice win for him in general, not ranked. But right now, Zahn controlling the majority of this match. 34 seconds left as we reset in the middle. So 34 seconds left. Brody Zahn up 6-2. Quick, good spin there. Just not able to keep the action going. And he's almost up, but Zahn just gets that tight waist, pulls him back down, kills all the momentum. And it looks like Brody Zahn barring out some type of miracle here from Quick. Give credit to the heavyweight out of Menasha, but Brody Zahn continues his impressive senior campaign. And we have your heavyweight champ for the 54th Annual Cutler Classic. Folks, thank you for tuning in for this final session. Just a great day of wrestling. Signing off, I am at Teague Fenwick.